Libraries, like JMock, are really flexible and powerful tools. This makes them difficult to handle if you don't really understand what you're doing, because it's very, very easy to do lots of really complicated and sophisticated things with them without really realising what you're doing. And it's very easy to make code which is very, very difficult to maintain and read in the test. Now, you might not think, well, yeah, what does it matter? Test isn't readable. It's not maintainable. It's going to be fine. We'll never need to change a test. Well, sad to say, actually, people have to change tests a lot of the time, because you'll find actually people didn't really understand what went on. What's more common though is that you overtest. The test tests more than that which is essential to the test. So you have some customer driven semantic requirement which comes through syntax and into the language. Now you should attempt to test that and only that. Make no assumptions about the rest of the implementation. However, a lot of the time actually it's easy and convenient, especially with JMock, because of some of the design decisions it took, to actually test a lot more than just what the customer wanted. The problem with this is it then becomes very hard to understand, well, what did the customer really want in terms of this object? It does all this other stuff which is tested, and now the test fails. I've changed some other behaviour, a different customer request, and I didn't think it was actually conflicting. But the test is broken. And this puts a developer, when this situation occurs, and it happens a lot, if you just naively write lots and lots and lots of heavily mocked, scripted tests, what you find is, well, it's really difficult to understand exactly what was being tested. And that's why really you shouldn't be doing anything other than a single, specific, focused, precise thing in a unit test. There are frameworks out there, stuff like JBehave, Fitness, which are much better at tying semantic information all the way through the fixture and into the code. Don't write complicated mock tests because they get really, really difficult to read and maintain them. Instead, if you feel the need to write that type of test, use an appropriate framework. If you're not currently using one which is appropriate, go out there and find them. There's tons and they're really good. And they all started to satisfy this type of need. For more complex integration and functional testing, they were not unit tests. Unit tests should test one thing precisely and in a focused manner. So, just test one in unit tests.